I covered today's Chatot Fossil deck in my new tournament decks roundup on Monday morning. It made a deep run in one of our community events, and I had to give this latest variation of this archetype a try for myself. This is one that the community's been trying to make work for quite some time now, and the addition of rare candy seems like it might just be the ticket to allow you to play not only Rampardos, but Kabutops as well. Kabutops in particular is one that felt pretty impressive in the games that I played with this deck, getting a cape on it up to 160 life in tandem with its built-in healing alongside Lily as our new supporting stage 2 often lets you heal for 110 points of damage in a single turn, letting it keep up with a lot of heavy hitters that it would have struggled with previously in the past. If you're someone who loves drawing cards, this deck list is definitely the one for you. You regularly turn 1 or 0 cards into a nearly full grip to match your opponent, letting you assemble multiple stage 2s per game very consistently. If you enjoy off-meta competitive decks being showcased like this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the awesome things I'm going to be covering coming up. If you love Chatot and drawing cards and fossil Pokemon, make sure you smash the like button on this video. For the rest of the day, have fun with this one. So like I'll point them out here. So like you look at you look at my my bench here, and you see how the black isn't quite perfect, and the dome fossil gets cut into 2 parts. So you see the top of it, then you see the bottom where the energy gets attached to it. The top right has 2 of them. Yeah. There's one for the opponent's hand and energy zone, and one for their points and their name. They do not. It's going to make them pretty slow here. And this is kind of an interesting question. Do I turn 1 card into 3 and give up the guaranteed Rampardos? Do I get through Charizard with just Rampardos? I probably do, yeah? Because they have to stoke it up. I'm gonna commit. It's an interesting decision point. Our odds of redrawing the Rampardos are relatively high, but they're not guaranteed. If I count Professor's research as a hit, I'm 80% to redraw Rampardos there. Without research, it's a coin flip. Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my. The cape is not great for our heroes. Okay, so with the cape here, now I think we do this, and now Mimic draws 4, and we do that. That's certainly worth. And this retreats for 1, right? So I could put Kabutops up, soften it, and then finish with Rampardos. I think I'm pivoting into Kabutops, which means I want to draw this turn. I don't think putting a cape on Kabutops accomplishes anything this turn, so I'm going to hold it, because a cape on this one later could let it survive a 150 from a Charizard. So now, is there any reason to research? I think there's not, and it makes us just worse against Red Card and Mars. So we do this and clear this, and then if they don't have another cape for this, we're good to go. Everybody talking about Sabrina-ing, you really just shouldn't play your Sabrinas and your Cyruses willy-nilly early, just for the sake of taking a knockout. So you can get a game-winning clear with it. Yes, just because the game yells at you when you can play a supporter and don't, doesn't mean you always need to be playing one. Although, in this instance, I'm actually thinking about it, I probably should have researched last turn, because I could have Lilied this turn. I wasn't thinking about the aspect of Lily in my deck. That'll be okay. Healing 50 is so much. There's a card on their bench that says Charming. That is a Turtonator. Does 90 for 3. And C, going back to what we were talking about earlier with not playing things like Sabrina super aggressively, is now, once we get to this point, my Sabrina with my Rampardos wins the game now, as opposed to just arbitrarily taking a knockout point earlier with it. Oh, look at all of our stage 2 monsters just at full life. Pull this up and get our match point. Nice. Chatot Triple Fossils. This is the hand the legends foretold of. Is Meowscarada Beedrill viable right now? I keep playing it, but I feel like I'm 50-50 into the field. Do you think a deck that's 50-50 into the field isn't viable? I guess is my question to you. Like, what's your expectation on the word viable? We done Spirit Tomb to Sidra. I feel like Spirit Tomb's probably worse than playing Lurantis, because Lurantis gives you access to Grasscape. I can do over on my 3 cards. Viable, in my opinion, means you can climb the ladder at a reasonable pace. That literally doesn't exist. The ladder in this game is long and tedious, and nothing climbs at a reasonable pace. It's all a long, slow grind. Lavec, thank you for the 3rd of a year. Welcome back. Oh, look, we finally drew stage 1s in Kanzi. Is Guzma good? I think Guzma's probably fine. I think it's probably similar enough to Red that you can play it and feel fine about it. Well, gamers, the world is my oyster, it would appear. Have our cake and eat it too. I mean, these trade if they hit me next turn, yeah. I think I am also retreating. I have one Kabutops fossil left in my deck here. We have 2 lilies. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get through 2 Rampardos. As a professor, what were your opinions on this generation of students? The last time I taught was almost a decade ago. So I didn't really work with this generations of students. Been doing content full time since the start of January 2018. I still have a copy of Sabrina in my deck here somewhere, yeah? I do. Two lilies and a Sabrina. Buried in what remains. We are dead to a Sabrina out of them this turn if they have one. It's possible they do. We have 3 cards left. I mean, I guess I want my Kabutops again, but this is a chance to draw me into the supporters I desperately need, which is nice. I can heal for 110, which gets me to 140. So it's the same as switching to the other one, so might as well. Are they cooked? Did we... I guess they could have another Cyrus. If they have second Cyrus, they get me. If they don't have Cyrus, my literal bottom card is Sabrina. But they have their whole deck in their hands. What a silly game. That'll come down to it. Do they have room? Do they have room for it? Narrator, they do not. There she is, gamers. There she is. What a slog. Is Jeff a professor? I have a graduate degree and undergraduate degree in mathematics and spent time teaching previously at both the high school and college level many years ago. My graduate thesis that I got to pick had to do with matchings in graphs, doing some automation with Python. Which I think there's a command for. And I would just like to make it clear that while there is a command to my, I finished my graduate degree at 21, and I am now 34, so that paper is 13 years old. So please do not ask present Jeff to explain what it contains. Past Jeff would have been all over it, but present Jeff has had 3 children since then. It's all mostly mush up here. Could probably refigure it out. But I don't, yeah. What operating system was that thesis written on? Linux, obviously. Time to go back for the doctorate. I mean, assuming we don't have a whole societal collapse someday, if I'm in an all right spot financially when I'm done making content for a job, I would really like to get a graduate degree. I taught and went, or a PhD. I taught and did my graduate degree in part because I really enjoy academia. Rocky Helmet, Chatot's a lover, not a fighter opponent. He's not here to hurt you. We redrew the cape here, which is nice. Gosh, there have been so many red cards today. It's kind of crazy. I feel like we've been red carded more today, anecdotally, than I have, like, a lot recently. I think I'm waiting for a turn here. I think I want to draw one more time before I start Ramparting. I'm definitely Sabrina-ing, and there could be merit to, like, Rampardos cracking this right away, but I think I want to turn one card into... I think I want to turn one card into 5 here. Alright, Guzma got us. Kinda, I guess. I get to put Rampardos up here. I've seen some people saying they think red carded Mars Spam is good against rare candy decks. Yeah, I actually feel completely the opposite about that. The rare candy decks tend to get their hands empty pretty quickly, which makes them explicitly pretty reasonable against stuff like red carded Mars, because you're vomiting your hand out onto the board, not holding a lot back. You're just as likely to red card or whatever your opponent into the thing they're looking for as you are to take it away from them. I mean, this seems good for me, no? Like, we each need one more point, but I've got 2 of these things set up now, yeah? they're dealing 120 per turn cycle, but I can heal 110 for 2 cycles, says local man about to be barsed. And then it's actually better to stay in here than it is to retreat, right? Because if I leech life, I go up to 110, which means I die to Giovanni rather than Cyrus, and Cyrus is more likely than Giovanni. So both my plays leave me dead to things, but Cyrus is a lot more likely than Geo. Especially with them having Guzma. I'd be surprised if they have room for Guzma and Geo. Not impossible, but improbable, I think. Average red card gamer, really? That was a pretty sweet game. We did not have a perfect start. We maneuvered around it. I think even if they take the optimal line and retreat there, we like lily up the Kabutops and put Rampardos in and still run them down here. I like it a lot. Chatot on one. Lucky. Is not quite what we're looking for to start here. I'm not mimicking this turn, so I think I'm just putting an energy here. I'm gonna put an energy here because it gives me the flexibility on where. Well, I guess they could be burying. This is wrong because they could be burying me next turn. I should commit the fighting energy to one of these two. So that way, if they bury and clear me. Well, there was no berry last turn, so I'm gonna bet on no berry again this turn. Okay, thank you for the over 2 years. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. So, Rampardos plus Lily means I survive next turn, yeah? This leaves me at 100. I think I'm going to cape up, so that way I survive a second Greninja hit as well here. USC, thank you for the 4 years. Welcome back. About half my games have been Stoke Charizard, so I would actually put forward one of the things that's extra promising about this current metagame is the fact that one of the most popular decks right now isn't the one that had the objectively best performance this past weekend. I think it's one of those like top signs of people are commonly playing things that aren't posting incredible numbers. They attacked me for 10? It's an interesting choice. So this puts me to 100, which I think means they can't clear it next turn, and then Sabrina should clean them out, right? They can do 80 with this. Charizard is... I agree. Charizard is both a linear deck. It's a fan favorite Pokemon. Charizard's got a lot of things going for it. Why it's popular. Oh, the Guzma gets us. Rip. All right. We have a game, as they say. That's only their first knockout point, though. Irida, too. Yep. Opponent's deck's very tricky. Oh, I need a Candy or a Stage 1, 40% on that. Probably not. They still have 2 berries in their deck. It's a lot of berries. Only 5 cards. Good chance there are a bunch of berries in my opponent's hand. And I'm through both my my lilies at this point, right? So we might be in trouble here. Maybe we're probably too aggressive with the Rampardos this game. I probably should have put in some starting chip shots with the Kabutops. It was likely my mistake. There's always a lot of choices in these types of games and lots of places to look back on. I think that's probably where I could do different. Wait, did I just get second red carded again? No, that was first red card. No berry. I mean, do you think they cut a berry to fit in? Do you think they cut a berry to fit in the red cards? Something's got to give, yeah. Is there any reason to cape here? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Getting a berry for a red card would be insane. I mean, that's just like the types of things gamers do, chat. Love red card. Yeah, weakness really critical here for Kabutops and Snorlax for sure. Illiba, there's no way they have room for 2 berries in here, right? Just like not in a million years. Yeah, I think it's a Cape the Fossil angle. Well, if I Cape the Fossil, they kill this, but then I guess I draw Rampardos 50% of the time. Yeah, I guess that's the line. And if I don't draw the Rampardos, I draw a Sabrina. We drew the Rampardos. What a wild game. Do you think they're just not playing Barry? This deck's been much scrappier than I was expecting it to be, but also there's been some end games like this where it's just like, what is the opponent's deck? Gotta fit those red cards in somehow, I suppose. Gap! Thanks for re-upping that prime.